These are this afternoon's top stories. Carnival Committee announces semi-finalists for Soca Monarch competition. CARICOM Secretary General wants governments to seriously address climate change, and explosion kills at least 12 people in the Tunisian capital. Good afternoon and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Wednesday, 25th November 2015. I'm Carla Berridge. In national news, the semi-finalists for this year's Soca Monarch competition have been announced. 15 artists have advanced in the groovy segment and 15 in the power segment. The announcement was made by Chairman of the National Carnival Committee, Noah Mills, who spoke exclusively with GQ on ZIZ's The Morning Show. Here are the semi-finalists for the groovy segment.
I have Shaki Starfire. I have Fantastic Thunder. I have Peace Man. I have Ladonia. I have Smiley. I have This and That. Going to the semi-finals, Ijanya. We also have Shanna, Rankin Skef, Rukus, Ketty, Nitchaby, and of course KJ or Keja.
He further announced the power segment semi-finalists.
Peace Man, and again this is power. Ijanya, Daddy Tufty, Bagnall, LAX, Shanna, Pinocchio, Jazzbo, Jeezy Sparta, Mr. Hype, Mr. World, Fantastic Thunder, Deli Ranks, J-Money, and Siku. The two alternates, we have Cannibal and Rascally.
This year, approximately 53 artists entered the Soca Monarch competition. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis suspended processing CBI applications from citizens and residents of Syria. That announcement came on Tuesday via a release from the Office of the Prime Minister, noting that the changes were made to give the government maximum flexibility in addressing security and related concerns globally. The Prime Minister is quoted in the release as saying, "Our international partners can be assured that St. Kitts and Nevis will remain eternally vigilant in the global effort to maintain peace and security for all," adding that our country is and will remain a trusted partner in this effort. Electoral reform, citizenship by investment reform, challenges facing the Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority would be among the topics addressed later today, when the country's Attorney General, Honorable Vincent Byron Jr., is featured on Working For You on ZIZ Radio. The program will be aired live from ZIZ Studio 96.1 FM from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Hosted by Lesroy Williams, Working For You offers news, reviews, views, and interviews of the Team Unity-led government.
Studies have shown that Christmas advertising for businesses can generate above-average revenues. This holiday season, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation wants to help you reach potential customers and increase your revenues. Whether you're a small, medium, or large business, ZIZ Broadcasting has designed a consolidated advertising package with you in mind on ZIZ Radio, television, ZIZ Online, and Big Wave FM 96.7. This holiday season, let ZIZ Broadcasting help you make the connection with potential customers. With deals starting as low as $351. Call our sales team at 465-2621 and let us help you reach your goal. More traffic, more sales, more revenue.
Looking for news online? Check out ZIZonline.com. Go to www.zizonline.com on any of your devices to find sports, local, regional, and international news, live radio, and TV. To stay in the know, like us on Facebook for ZIZ news and content on your newsfeed. ZIZonline.com, reaching you wherever you are.
On to news on the regional scene. The CARICOM Secretary General is sending a strong signal to world leaders about taking critical steps in addressing climate change. More in this Capital News report.
The existential nature of climate change to CARICOM member states will be made clear to world leaders when they gather in Paris in 6 days' time for a summit on the issue. While in the ensuing negotiations, we will continue to insist on measures to hold the increase in global average temperature to not more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. We must act to adapt and to mitigate the effects of global warming and climate change.
CARICOM Secretary General Erwin LaRocque. According to the Secretary General, CARICOM member states are already suffering and faced with the threats of climate change.
Climate change is not something that is coming, it is here. We continue to experience its wrath, and we have to take some critical, urgent steps to ensure that the continued survival, not just of CARICOM and SIDS, but of our planet.
The United Nations Climate Change Conference, also called COP21, will be held in Paris, France from November 30 until December 11. The environmental conference should lead to the adoption of a universal agreement by world leaders to provide a framework for the transition towards low-carbon societies and economies that should be able to withstand climate change.
Employees of the St. Lucia Civil Service Association are threatening protest action after what they say is the unfair dismissal of a colleague. Doug Nicholas reports.
Sources informed us that the employee in question had applied for her gratuity. She had been paid her gratuity, and since she had reached the age of retirement, she was informed that her services were no longer needed. But CSA member Oliver Lawrence, who did not have all the details, says as far as he knows, that's not what transpired. Lawrence says according to the Constitution, the General Council should have been notified, but according to him, there has been no General Council meeting in ages.
I understand from the person in question that she was asked to take, she was sent on retirement. Circumstances, the reason and so forth, I don't know.
We understand that she applied. Did she apply or was she?
Well, I don't know if she applied because the structure of the union, whereby the General Council member were entwined or in vogue with what is happening, that avenue has been diminished, has been done away with, obliterated, because decisions like this are taken in consultation with the General Council.
Lawrence says in recent times CSA members have been suffering injustices and that such injustices must stop.
The disheartening thing is that about this thing is the injustice that seems to be perpetuated over and over, the breakdown of law and order.
According to reports, certain CSA factions are planning protest action against what they deem to be the wrongful dismissal of the employee. For the DBS News World, I am Don Nicholas.
For the holiday season, let ZIZ Radio and Television help you show your customers you care. For a very competitive price, companies can wish their deserving customers happy holidays and thank them for their patronage over the past year. Call ZIZ at 465-2621 or 465-2623 and make arrangements for us to come to your workplace and record your TV holiday greetings. It's that time of year to show your customers you care. The deadline for the recording of Christmas greetings is November 30th.
A lot of people think that fast bikes are cool, and the girls sure like the guys who ride them. But like so many things about life, you gotta be careful. Having sex without a condom is like riding a bike without a helmet. It's just plain dumb. It's okay to have fun as long as you're smart about it. My name is Daniel the Lion Fortress, and I'm different, and I'm making a difference.
Live up, love, protect, respect.
And internationally, a bomb exploded on a bus packed with Tunisian presidential guards in the capital Tunis on Tuesday, killing at least 12 people in an attack one source said was probably the work of a suicide bomber. Here's more.
A suspected suicide bomb attack on a bus carrying Tunisia's presidential guard has left 13 people dead. The blast happened at a bus stop where the presidential guard picks up and drops off staff in the capital Tunis. 12 of the dead have been identified. The 13th is thought to be the bomber. President Essebsi visited the injured in hospital. No group has claimed responsibility for the carnage. Tunisia suffered a deadly attack to its key tourist industry in June when 38 people were shot dead. A suicide attack on the security services in the heart of the capital has sent shivers through Tunis. What's happening here across the world is more than painful. It's devastating. We must all help each other. All the countries must be truly united to fight this terrorism. Tunisia has been working closely with the US and UK security services as it emerged that 3,000 Tunisian nationals have joined jihadi groups fighting in Iraq and Syria.
Pope Francis begins his 6-day trip to Africa today, visiting Kenya, Uganda, and the Central African Republic. It is his first visit to the continent, and in his own words, he is going to spread Jesus' message of reconciliation, forgiveness, and peace.
Pope Francis is on his way to Africa for his first papal visit to the continent. He'll touch down in Kenya and take in Uganda and the Central African Republic in a 6-day visit. Pope Francis, seen as a champion of the poor, is expected to preach a message of religious tolerance and peaceful coexistence. The region has been blighted by an upsurge of extremism and sectarian violence in recent times. Kenya has seen its fair share of Islamist killings. 2 years ago, the Somali group Al-Shabaab attacked the Westgate shopping mall, murdering 67. The Pope's visit to Bangui, the capital of the Central African Republic, is a major security headache as violence between Muslim Seleka rebels and Christian anti-Balaka militia continues to claim lives.
Taking a look at the weather, temperatures today will peak at 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a light breeze blowing from the east at 7 miles per hour. Today you can expect partly sunny skies with a chance of a few passing showers developing. Tonight we will see more periods of passing showers developing. Seas are moderate to locally rough with waves up to 7 feet. Sunset today will be at 5:21 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:35 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kyla Barrett.